Hello friends, this is Susan Baez and I wanted to make another video blog about my upcoming book release, Zimrah Dream Singer. And I wanted to talk this time about angels. There's a subplot in my book about these angels that are there to help Zimrah, and from my own personal experience, I wanted to write about angels and about how the Lord has ordained that we have angels all around us all the time to help us fulfill the purposes that He has for us. And so I wanted to incorporate that into my book and show that there's a spiritual realm going on all around us at the same time as what we're seeing in the natural. So I kind of have this subplot going through my book about these angels. And so I wanted to read an excerpt today about kind of the introduction to them in the book and a little bit of description about them. So I'm just going to read it to you. Two warriors stood in the corner of the room. I am unsure about this one. Rebecca, the female warrior, was on edge tonight. She was tall, lean, and magnificent. Her gold-helmeted head would have graced the 10-foot-high ceiling if her form were of the temporal world. She had a thick, flaming red braid that hung from the nape of her neck to the small of her back and rested squarely between her gold-tipped wings when they were outstretched. If they were, they would have engulfed the room with their 12-foot wingspan. Her luminous sword, 8 feet long and made of diamond, electrified the air with a powerful frequency unknown to human ears. Rebecca had kept her hand on its hilt since the tall Roman arrived. I have only been with Zimrah since her homecoming. You have been with her from the beginning, Rebecca. Garber, her companion, responded. His name meant strong and mighty, which was fitting for this giant with arms like tree trunks. His preferred weapon of choice was a gold metallic body armor worn like a second skin exoskeleton that enhanced his already formidable physique. The armor contained a quality which allowed its wearer to disappear into any background at will. Both his wings and skin, what could be seen under his armor, mostly on his face and hands, were a rich chestnut brown that increased his stealth. He was unmatched in his division in hand-to-hand combat. His adversaries often spoke, after the dishearteningly short battle, of recalling only that he appeared out of the shadows with a shout and a flash like gold lightning. But his strength and might were mitigated by a jovial disposition and great compassion for those on the side of righteousness. You of all should know that it is not good for her to be alone, he continued, leaning his huge form nonchalantly against the brick wall and expertly flipping his dagger in the air and catching it again. And you can see for yourself that he bears a spark, although I admit it is dim. They both knew what such a dim spark meant. This one could go either way. Only the king knew who was truly his. If this Theophilus is part of the king's plan for Zimrah, you know he will be for her ultimate good. Rebecca grunted, and her armor, adorned with polished onyx set in gold, reflected the firelight as she moved. She kept her stance and her eyes on alert for any enterprising servant of the beast that may be hanging about. So that's an excerpt from one of the parts about my angels that I've put in, and a lot of what the details that I have about them have just come from my own experience and what the Lord has revealed to me about angels. This character, this angel Rebecca, the Lord showed me that my actual angel that follows me and is my guardian, her name is Rebecca, and I saw her in a vision. So I just wanted to incorporate that and the realness of the aspects of my book and the spiritual realm incorporated into the natural and how they are here for our benefit and to help us, and that the Lord has ordained that that should be so. So I hope you enjoyed that and are getting excited and more about my book that's coming out like I am. We're so close now. The editing is finished, so we just have to go through one more round of copy editing, and then we can start getting it ready for being released. We're gonna probably release it on ebook first. So look out for it, Zimrah Dream Singer, and I hope you have a blessed day.